Welcome to the ripple effect of love for dads and families. Welcome, everyone, to episode 20 Celebrating. It is so important to celebrate. I'm Christine Bell, stress management coach and more. And today, this week, actually, we were talking about, just notice I didn't put my phone on mute. My apologies. Done. Talking about creating your vision for your family. And we've been looking at what our dad that's participating here had said for his family, for his vision. He wanted to be, and it's almost here. There we go. His vision was for a better, more understanding, compassionate, loving me. Okay, so he wanted to be more compassionate, more understanding, and loving of himself. And this is super important. And I'm so proud of him for choosing that for him and his family. And he shared throughout the week some of these issues that came up with his daughter. And let me see if he has arrived. No. So I want to commend him and celebrate him for having the courage to be on the show with me because it's not easy. It has taken me many years to have the courage to do this show. So I know when we have a fear of something, overcoming the steps, each step that we have is a challenge. We talked about reframing. We talked about using the snap, tap. Nope, just a sec here. There we go. Tap, relax the shoulders, and zap that out. You don't want to be carrying the stress that your vision creates because when we are creating change in our life, resistance shows up. I don't know anyone who has zero resistance when they're trying to create change. Maybe someone who's been longing, for example, to move from this city to that city. That's a lot of change. But they've been longing for that for 5 years and finally they're doing it. They will have a lot of excitement. But resistance might show up with some of the other details of the move, right? So, have you, maybe you've decided on a vision that you wanted to have this year? What is it for you personally, for your family? And is there any resistance left? So let's just snap or clap, breathe in, tap as we relax our shoulders, and exhale. When you see yourself, you wrote a mantra to, an affirmation the other day. Is there something else showing up? Another fear. Each day can be a new one, and that's okay because each day you're taking one step more towards your goal, towards your vision. So you want to be more compassionate, more understanding, more loving towards yourself. What is showing up? Are you making choices that don't align with that? That's a possibility, and it's okay. I want you to tell yourself it's okay. However, right now, breathe in. And what is it that's coming up? What's that fear that's preventing myself from being more understanding for myself, towards myself, more compassionate and more loving, so that I can directly impact my spouse, my family, my community? And relax the shoulders before and relax the spine before you exhale, because you're telling your body that it's okay, that that's exactly what you want. You want to get there. And you want to calm that survival mode. and just let go of what no longer serves you and reframe. Sometimes we need to talk. We also talked about self-talk this week. When something comes up, Christian's 12-year-old was showing up and was not happy with what was going on. Christian was able to say to his daughter, I'm sorry, I dropped the ball. And then he texted me the information. Yes, listening to her, holding her, comforting her was all that was needed. And usually, think of you when you were little. What is it that you would have liked your parents to do for you that they were not able to do because of XYZ reason? We don't need to go there. They had their hurts, they had their issues, they had their challenges. But right here, right now, what is it that you are choosing for you? So, what is it that you're celebrating? Are you more understanding? Yay. Or what was your goal? Obviously, align it with what your vision was, what your goal is. Leaving a legacy of love to our children, in my opinion, is the best thing that we can do. There's so much chaos in the world that we live in. And to be able to show something else to our children is beautiful, to our spouse, to our family. And showing more understanding towards your partner, your spouse, is always a win-win, I believe. It might help you discover that not the right person for you, or that that is exactly the right person for you, that they can then show more love and show more. And it's a give situation. You know, there's two sides to every story. And we also saw that how with one side, one part wants the change, and then there's this other part that's like, hey, just a minute, I'm terrified because this happened when I was little and that's not what I want. What if? And then there's this other part that's saying, yay, let's go, this is going to be fun, yes, understanding. But this terrified part shows up and hijacks our progress, or may feel that way. And this is very important. It's okay if on a day you lose your patience. It's okay. Give yourself grace. Give yourself some love. Have you been too busy? And that's why you're losing patience. You're not as patient. Or do you need sometimes a 5-minute break? Even with little ones, you can play doctor. You lay down on the ground and you say, oh, my wrist is sore. Can you help my wrist? And they're going to pretend you're the doctor, and they're going to have fun taking out toys to pretend they can fix your wrist, or that see if they can find your pulse. And you can just rest for a few minutes while you're laying there and your toddler's all over you. But for them, they have your attention, and they're happy to be there. Maybe they want to rest with you, or maybe go out for some exercise with them. I still remember this new dad, and he says, I'm not going to give up running. I'm like, well, no, don't give up running because you had a baby. Equip yourself to run with the baby. Do you want to run with the baby on a backpack, or do you want to buy those mega strollers that they have for running and go run? If you need to run to exercise, then go for it, right? It's not about giving up who you are. It's about seeing how you can incorporate your life with your kids and yourself and your spouse, so that there's more harmony, there's more love in the home. And when we bring baggage, when we get home and we dump the baggage onto our loved ones, it's not okay. There are other ways. Do you need to get a punching bag that you go to the punching bag and you punch the bag before you say anything to your family so that you're grounded? Do you need to snap, tap, zap while you're at a red light to calm your amygdala, to get rid of the stress of the day? Because we all know that interacting with individuals throughout the day causes stress, and it's okay. But releasing it is what we need to celebrate. And the more we celebrate our wins, the more our brain will be looking for wins. So this is your challenge for the weekend. Since there's no lives this weekend, I want you to look for wins, even if they're just tiny little wins. Let's say usually you lose patience with it instantly, and then this weekend you were able to just go and then lose patience. That's a win because you were able to do something. Asking your loved ones to support you. Say, I'm sick and tired of losing patience with you. I need your support. When you see me losing patience, I don't know, you can use a hand signal, you can ask for a hug, depends what your love language is, so that they can be part of your change. And it makes it so much easier. I still remember when I would lose patience every single morning while getting ready for work. And I'd asked my daughter to give me a hug when she saw me escalate before I exploded. And she'd come and she'd say, Mom, it's okay. And that's all. You've got this. And that's all I needed for my whole nervous system to calm back down and be myself again, instead of my stress, instead of my frustration, instead of my overwhelm. So give yourself lots of grace. If you like writing, write about your successes in a journal and reread them. Go back a month ago. Where were you at? Where are you now? The only person I believe is important to compare ourselves is to ourselves. No one else. Everybody has their journey, just like every single snowflake is different. Isn't that amazing? Every single snowflake. If you live in a snow area where we've got 2-3 feet of snow already this year, which is really exciting because we didn't get rain in the middle of it. So I'm excited about that. We're keeping our snow. It's mind-blowing that every single one is different. Well, each and every human being is different. We have different likes. We have different likes, different aspirations, different passions, different, and learning to coexist as a family is really, really important, so that it becomes joyful time for us to just be able to, just be there. So another thing that I like to do is to use the Snap Tap Zap to anchor in. So if I breathe in and I say, I am, whatever your mantra was, I am compassionate, understanding, and loving towards myself. You can snap, say it. How does it feel? Does it feel like your heart is growing and expansive and feel light? If it doesn't, it's okay. Breathe in And keep saying the mantra until whatever it is that's holding you back, even if it's in the unconscious, it will be released without you having to bring it to the conscious. We don't all need to dig all the dirt out. It's not necessary to be successful in what we want. So breathing in, relaxing, and putting that onto the spiraling train, the incinerator, or the hot air balloon, whatever feels right today. Just let it go. You're here, you showed up, you listened. Congratulations. And I will see you Monday for episode 21. So I'm here for a while. I've got 70 episodes ready. Woohoo! I'm excited about it. I knew I needed to do this to persevere and to show up for those of you who need this, who are thriving to rise above the chaos in your life so that you can just be the eye, like the eye of the hurricane. I spoke to somebody who lived the experience of a hurricane. And she says, yes, in the eye of the hurricane, everything is calm. You know that the other side, there's the chaos around, but where you are, it's really calm. So this is what I invite you to find your calm space inside of all the chaos in the world. Maybe there's no chaos in your family right now. Beautiful. Congratulations. Maybe there's a little bit. Sometimes it's one kid or the other kid or the spouse, and it's okay. So just breathe in. Congratulations. Fill your heart with love. You can imagine a memory that brings joy to your heart right now, and just soak that in. And take care. And I will see you next week for more. It's a surprise. I don't have it up front. Actually, I can look it up very quickly. Ooh, we will be talking about noticing triggers. Excellent. Take care.